I decided to continue what I was showing you guys. Okay, so we are asked to resolve this into partial fraction. Now, the first thing I do is I'm going to write out that fraction. So I guess we fraction sign 5 alpha x. Let me look at it. Plus 2. Plus 2. Okay, then now all over. We have x plus 1, x squared minus 4, alpha x plus 1, and open the bracket alpha x squared minus 4. Okay, so this is what we have, and we can press calc. Choose any number of your choice, any number. But let me say this, because it's a fraction, there are numbers that you will get, you would put, it will show you math error. Once it shows you math error, choose another number. Okay, it means that the denominator is 0, so choose any number of your choice. So I'm going to choose 3. Now I won't choose 2 because I suspect 2 will give me math error. Just see. If I press equal to, you see it's going to show me error. So instead I'm going to choose another number. So let's choose 3. Now I chose x to be 3 and see what I got, 0.85. So I'm going to write each of the options and see which of them will give me the same 0.85 with x. Okay, let's see the first one. 1 over x plus 1 plus 1 over x minus 2. Okay, so let's cancel this. So we have 1 over x plus 1. That's alpha x plus 1. Okay, then let's see. That's 1 over plus 1 over x minus 2 plus 1 over x. X is alpha x minus 2. Okay, then plus, let's see, the other, okay, that's minus 2 over x plus 2. And then that's minus 2 over x as alpha x plus 2. Okay, now already your calculator has already stored x to be 3, so you don't need to start calculating. Just press equal to, and the answer, oh, this is giving me the answer already. So this is 0.85. Okay, let's try others. You move your cursor. Let's see the next one there. 1 over x plus 1 plus 1 over x minus 2. This one is minus 1 over x plus 2. So let's move this to be minus 1. So press equal to. You see it's giving me 1.05. That's not the answer. I'm just showing you. Okay, if you want to adjust, the next one is 2 over x plus 1. Okay, so that means here should be 2, and here should also be 2. Okay, so I just press equal to. You see it's giving me 1.1. So once you've stored the value, you can just keep pressing equal to, no problem, you'll get the answer. Okay, 1.1. So you can see that the answer to that question is A. Okay, now we'll move to the next one. The next question says the period of tan theta is what? Now when we say period simply means the time taken to complete one complete cycle. So, and the period, that means period means tan 360. That's a one complete cycle, and you can see that tan 360 is 0. So the answer to that question is 0. Okay, now this one is a set question. Well, you can't really use calculation, but you can use logic. We are given u to be 234, v to be 135. Which of the following is a relation from u to v defined by x minus y less than or equal to 0. Now, what that is really saying is that we are supposed to pair u and v. I think I would like to write here. When I mean pairing, look at you have u2, v is 1, you continue, u2, v3, okay, u2, v5, okay, then we have u3, v1, you have u3, v3, you have u3, v5, okay, you also have u3, v1, no, sorry, this is now u4, sorry, v1, then when u is 4, v is 3, then when u is 4, v is 5, okay. Now, but all this cannot be the answer, because there is a question. They said that x minus y, u represents x, y represents v, sorry, v represents y, so x minus y must be less than 0. So we'll look for the ones x minus y less than 0. Look at this first one. 2 minus 1 is not less than 0, so we'll cancel that. Here, 2 minus 3 is less than 0. We can mark that. 2 minus 5 less than 0. This is part of it. 3 minus 1 is not less than 0, so we'll cancel this. 3 minus 3 is less than 0, so it's part of it. 3 minus 5 is less than 0. This is part of it. 4 minus 1 here is not less than 0. We'll cancel it. 4 minus 3 here is not less than 0. We'll cancel it. 4, 5 is. So the answer should be 2, 3, 2, 5, 3, 3, 3, 5, and 4, 5. So obviously the answer is A. I hope you understand that. He has to satisfy the condition that x minus y is equal to 0. Okay. Now the next one is there's no question here, so we can answer this. Then let A, B, and C be set. Which of the following is not true? Well, you can use calculator here, but you should know the rules. Number one here, A minus B is equal to A intersection B. That's correct. That's rule of difference. Number two says A intersection B is equal to A if A is a subset of B. That's very correct. That's one of the rules of intersection. If A is a subset of B, then A intersection B equal to A. So number three says A intersection B complement is equal to A complement union B complement. That's also correct. That's De Morgan's rule. Then number four, A plus B, A minus B intersection B minus A. No, that's wrong. That's very wrong. That's supposed to be symmetric difference. But the formula for symmetric difference is that A plus B is equal to A minus B union B minus A. Okay, so there is everything wrong with that. So this is wrong. But this other one is correct. A intersection B equal to B intersection A. That's commutative law. So we should try to learn the laws. Okay. So here is a question on trigonometry. Calculator will help you a great deal on trigonometry. This one says the solution of the equation 4 cos squared t plus 2 cos t minus 1 equal to 0 in the first quadrant of the equation is now at this point it will be okay. Let's see if any of the options is the answer, then substituting it into the equation, it will give us 0. So let's write the equation first. So we have 4 cos squared t. So let's see, 4 cos we say alpha x in place of t, close the bracket, then square it. That's how you write cos square. Okay, then you have plus 2 cos t minus 1 plus 2 cos alpha x. Okay, close the bracket, then minus 1. Don't be distracted by what my calculator is doing. Okay, so we are going to press calc. So we'll check each of those options. Anyone that gives us that gives us 0 is the answer. So the first one says cos inverse of -1 minus root 5 over 4. So I'll press shift cos minus 1 minus root 5. Okay, everything all over 4. Okay, and I close the bracket. You see, this is giving me 144. Am I right? Okay, and the other one is cos inverse of root 5 minus 1 all over 4. Let's see that. I can just quickly adjust it. Root 5 minus 1 means that here should be plus. Okay, but you can rewrite it. This is giving us 72, so that's not the answer. The third one says 1 plus root 5 all over 4. So that means I can cancel this. This is giving me 36. That's not the answer. The next one is sine inverse of oh, sorry. Let's go back to the first one. The first one is -1 minus root 5 over 4 minus 1. Then minus root 5 over 4, which is 144. So press equal to, you see? Wow, this is the answer. It's giving me 0. That's the answer. But let's try the second one. Cos inverse of root 5 minus 1 over 4. Let's see. Would that be? Let's see that. In this case, we may have to still press calc because it's not giving us chance. Okay, so let's press equal to and see. Now it's showing us x, so let's substitute another value for x. Cos inverse of root 5 minus 1 over 4, shift cos inverse of root 5 minus 1, then all over 4. Okay, so that's 72. You know, this calculator just gives me that. So if I press equal to, wow, you see, this is not giving me 0, so that's a problem. Let's try press equal to again to adjust. Okay, the next one is 1 plus root 5 all over 4. So we say shift cos inverse of 1 plus root 5, then everything is all over 4. Okay, so this is 36, so press equal to. You see, that's not the answer. Now if you keep trying, you'll notice that none of them will give me the answer. Now I also don't want to forget the fact that your calculator may not be as expressive as this one is. So I want to also give you an idea. You can quickly find the cos inverse of all of those values and write them somewhere while you substitute them. Like when you say shift cos inverse of let's say 1 plus root 5, then all over 4, and you press equal to, it gives me 36. You write it somewhere, then quickly adjust. The other one is let's say cos inverse of -1, then -5, 144. So you can write all the values down before you now substitute it into the equation. That would help you better. Now this one is quite straightforward. It's very easy. Sin pi over 12 cos pi over 12 is equivalent to, well, it's better make your calculator be in radians. So you can now have sin pi shift this over 12. Okay, I close the bracket, then okay, cos pi over 12. So we have cos, then we have pi, which is shift this over 12. Okay, this, so you see 1.25, which if I press SD, I get the answer 1 over 4. So the answer is 1 over 4. The answer is not in the option. Okay, the answer is not in the option. Okay, there's nothing we can do about that. Now Let's see, the next question says a square matrix in which all the entries above the principal diagonal are 0 is called, if the entries above the diagonal is 0, we call that lower triangular matrix. But if the matrix below the diagonal are 0, we call that upper triangular matrix. Maybe I should explain to you. This is what we call lower triangular matrix. Maybe you have A 0 0, B, let's say C 0, then D E F. You see? So here, this is the diagonal. Above the diagonal is 0. You call this lower triangular matrix. But in a situation where you have something like this, ABC 0 DE 0 0 F, okay? This is the diagonal. You have zeros on that. This is upper triangular matrix, just for you to know. Okay, now the next one says the property of square matrix that's A into BC is equal to AB into C is called, that rule is called associativity. That's the associative rule, not commutative. So that statement is wrong. Okay, partial fraction. We've seen a question on partial fraction before now, but maybe we should try this out. So we have I want to take my calculator away from radians to degree. So I have 1 all over open brackets alpha x, let me check that quickly, plus 1 into plus 1 then into alpha x plus 2. Okay, so this is what we have, and we can press calc, choose any number of our choice. So I'll prefer to choose 2. Let's choose 5. Okay, any number is okay. So this is 1 over 42. So now we are going to adjust each of those values to any of the options that give us 1 over 42. Let's see the first option, 1 over x plus 1 minus 1 over x plus 2. So let's see how that works. 1 all over x plus 1 alpha x plus 1, then minus 1 over alpha x plus 2. Okay, then just press equal to, you see 1 over 42. I don't need to test the others. This is the answer, you see, giving us the same thing. Your calculator can also do this with your cursor. The next question says a matrix G with m rows and n columns is called a matrix of is an order, that's order of matrix, order m times n. So the answer there is C. Okay, so look at this. Something like this, you can just get it done. 1 over cos 210 divided by 1 over 1 minus cos 210. Okay, let's see that. I have my fraction 1 plus cos 210 all over 1 minus cos 210. Okay, you see, mine is giving me directly 7 minus 4 root 3, and the answer is B to that question. Okay, so look at this. The sequence is just that un is equal to 2 times 4 raised to power n minus 1. Find u5 plus u3. Well, we should write what un is. Un is, let's see, 2 times 4 raised to power, that means power, I think it's alpha x. Let's check that again. 4 raised to power x minus 1. Okay, so say minus 1. Okay, so calc, they say u5 minus u3. I think the best, no. This will take time, but not that is, okay, let's see this. If I put x to be 5, u5, I'm going to get 5 on 2. Then let's Press equal to again, this time around plus 3. We're going to get 32. So now we can simply say 512 minus 32 will give us the answer, which is 480. Yeah, but there's another way we can get that done. I'm thinking, but let's see, it's supposed to be 480. I'm not seeing any 480 here, and that means that question has a problem, is wrong. Okay, another way I'm thinking, we can use to solve this question can be I hope what I'm thinking will work. U5 minus U4. Sorry, I'm thinking, an idea came to my mind, I just forgot. Okay, just one way can be substitute the value of 5 for x. You can open bracket. U5 can be 2 times 4 raised to power x minus 1. That means 5 minus 1. Okay, then close bracket, then minus open bracket. Now 2 times 4 raised to power 3 minus 1. Okay, sorry, close the bracket. You see, it's still giving me the same 480, which is what the answer is supposed to be. Okay, that's important. Okay, so let's see another question. This one is saying we should find h, and we are given this. The best way to find h, just assume any value. Let's write that first. For the right hand side, first of all, we have alpha. Let me use a. Your a in your book will be capital letter. So alpha a cube. Then I close the bracket. Then we have raised to power 4. Raised to power 4. Okay. Then we have times a squared times alpha a squared. Then at the denominator we have a raised to power 9. I guess that's 9. Sorry, let me bring it up. Yeah, 9. Okay, so that means alpha a raised to the power of 9. Okay, so here I can choose any value of my choice. Press calc, then press 2. Okay, if I use 2 equal to using 2, I got 32. So let's see the left hand side. We used 2 for a, so 2 raised to power h. So at this point now, I think it can be easy to find h. I can just say that 2 raised to power h is equal to 32. So 2 raised to power h is equal to 32 is 2 raised to power 5. So if 2 cancels out, you can see that your h is 5. It has to be 2 raised to power 5 now to be 32. So that means your h is 5. Okay, so which is E. For this one, we have 2 matrices A and B are added or subtracted if and only if, well, if they have the same order. The only way you can add or subtract 2 matrices, they must have the same order. So the answer there is C. I'm going to stop with this one in this video. Cosec t is equal to 2, then t is. Now there's no cosec in your calculator, so you just simply type 1 over. Cosec means 1 over sine, so 1 over sine, you're going to use x, alpha x. Okay, that's 1 over sine x. Then we shift your cursor equal to, oh, sorry, there's a mistake. We are supposed to solve. The question says it is equal to 2, so we are going to press alpha calc, which gives us equal to, then 2, then solve it. Oh, my calculator has solved it, but for you to solve it with yours, just say shift calc. It solves it. So you can see that my answer here is 30 degrees. So I come here 30 degrees. Now, somebody would wonder, how would you know the second value? I can't show you that here, but you can, with your calculator, if you want to get a second value, let me see if it's going to work here. You can still press shift calc. It's not showing me anything. Shift calc, then press a higher value, maybe let's say 100 based on the option, then press equal to. Oh, this is not working here, but try with your calculator. It will work. It will actually work with your calculator. Okay, so what you do is you press shift solve again, then write any higher value, or maybe 100. It will give you the second answer, for you to know if the answer is going to be A or D or E. Please try it and send me a message on the WhatsApp. I'll stop here in this video. Thank you very much. Thank you.